Hi guys, welcome to Layo's Tribe. In case you are wondering why I look so serious, it's because we had our end of the year event for IT department in the office today. Yeah, I know it's January already, but we've had to reschedule a number of times because of the weather. So yeah, I just got back from my IT event and I decided to do this video before changing my clothes. So yeah, and that brings me to today's topic, which is how to pivot into tech. Well, not really pivoting into tech, but specifically into project management or Scrum Master. So now this video is targeted to those individuals that have recently migrated to Canada, whatever field you are, be it a nurse, a teacher, a farmer, whatever you've been practicing before now, but you are trying to pivot into project management or Scrum coach. So, how do you go about it? So, I would say that, especially for new immigrants that have recently relocated to Canada, the first step I would say is to get a transitional job. And the essence of this transitional job is to just survive prior to getting that your dream job that you're trying to get. So, if you know that you are trying to pivot, when getting to this transitional job, you need to be very strategic. Having prepared your project management resume that is ready and it is Canadian standard, or your Scrum Master resume, when getting the jobs, look for big organizations that have, it could be customer service, whatever entry level job you are able to get in those organizations you are targeting. It is best to actually get your foot in the door in these organizations. So when you get these transitional jobs, like I like to call it, while you are there, when these big opportunities are available for, could be entry level project manager or whatever entry level roles they have, they always try to throw them open for their employees first before they advertise those jobs. And I'm saying this because where I work, for example, we have quite a number of project management roles, entry level project management roles that are open, and they advertise it within the organization. What happens is when they advertise these jobs, we are told that irrespective of your department or what you do at the organization, it is okay for you to actually apply. So you see, this is a case of opportunity meeting you prepared. So once you've strategically positioned yourself in one of these organizations, the next step is what are the skill sets that you need. For example, Scrum requires a lot of soft skills. How are you developing these soft skills? Are you confident? Are you able to manage meetings? Are you able to hold conversations for a while? Do you get nervous or shy when talking to people? What is your communication skill like? So these are the things you try to develop while working in whatever role you're able to land in that organization. And aside this, away from all of these soft skills, don't waste your money gathering certifications on certifications. Trust me, 9 out of 10 times no one is asking for these certifications, and some of them could be really expensive. So I would say if it's project management, for example, you don't necessarily need to have PMP before getting that job. It's just be prepared, have all of these soft skills. Okay. So when you are finally able to get into one of these big organization, like I said, you probably you're probably there as a customer service representative. Okay. So what's the next thing I'll do? I'll try to find one of the project managers or one of the scrum coaches and try to be friendly with the person. In that process, you ask questions. Please, what are the tools that we use in these organizations for project management? So different organizations make use of different tools. It could be project online, some use Spiral Plan, some use Jira, some use Mirrorboard. They use all of these things for different purposes. So when you ask questions about what they use, you are able to now develop that. You learn how to use the tool and use it well. As a result of that, when you eventually land that job, you are not just learning how to use it. Let's not forget that most of these organizations, they offer training, right? So you might even be opportuned to shadow like a project manager or a scrum coach for 3 months, irrespective of the number of years of experience that you have. So when you are doing that shadowing in the course of the 3 months, you're able to actually learn more. So, just a quick recap again. You've been able to identify where the kind of organization you want to work. You've gotten like a transitional job you can do prior getting your entry level project management role. You've made friends with at least one or two project managers and you've discussed the two, and now you are now paying attention for openings within the organization. And once there is any opening, don't forget that you're also excelling in that your field, that your customer service job. You are doing it, you are giving it your best. You are doing it the best way possible. Your manager is noticing you and is able to speak for you. And then the opportunity comes to actually apply to the entry level role that you've always wanted. And then you apply. When you apply, you give it your best shot, prepare for the interview, and they would also probably ask for your manager's recommendation. So I know that this might not work in some organizations, but I'm speaking based on what I have seen happen over and over in my own organization. We are constantly seeing people moving from customer service to IT regularly, and they move and they're able to grow. So that's why I said initially that you should be very strategic with your whatever organization you are taking up a transitional role with, not just doing it for the fun of doing it when there is no um opportunity for career growth. So yes, and when you eventually now land that job, don't forget that it's a job that has a very clear, very direct career path. You are able to grow, to develop yourself there. In most of these organizations, after your maybe your first couple of months, they then even pay for you to get certified based on where you are and what they want you to have. Some of them will now pay, oh, okay, we want you to have your PMP, you to have your PSM 1 or 2 or 3. They would pay and then you would be certified. So, what am I saying? Pay more attention in developing yourself, in packaging your skills, in getting better at communicating. And yeah, the certification can come in later. Okay, so I don't want this video to be too long, but I hope you've gotten the gist already. If it's your dream to actually transition into IT, specifically project management or Scrum coach, don't forget that in this part of the world, some organizations actually use the two interchangeably, but they are two completely different roles. But I've been able to like play the two different roles. So I say you can be either of the two. So thank you. Thanks for joining Layo's Tribe. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Till I see you in my next video.